Good morning to you. Welcome to New Day Cleveland. How about taking the guesswork out of eating healthy by letting our next guest do the cooking? He's been prepping here in the kitchen. Welcome, Joshua Ingraham from Go Buddha Meals. How are you today?
I'm very good, thanks.
This is really exciting. Happy New Year to you too. And I love that we have you here to kick things off because this absolutely is the time when people say to themselves, let's do a fresh start.
Yeah, resolution time, right? We're 7 days in, and already about 80% are still on the resolution. That means 20% have already dropped off. And by the end of the year, you're at 8%.
That's not good.
I'm trying to introduce a little easy button here as far as nutrition.
Sure.
Because a lot of our goals, I mean, the first goal for me is really to become my best self, because then I can be the best husband and the best father, and really kind of give back to the community the best way I possibly can. So in my off season, as executive chef for Progressive Fields,
so this being cooks for the Indians. Yeah. So you know that if they want the best of the best, and they get the best of the best. So to know then that you are cooking technically for us as well is pretty exciting.
You can hire me $10 a meal as your private chef weekly. Don't tell anybody. No kidding. It was it was a project that was launched to kind of enhance our community's nutrition. Right. I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. So my 4-year-old's in preschool. The best way I can affect her environment is by making people eat healthy. I believe we're deficient in vitamins and just plants right now in our diet. So the core menu that I've started off with is plant-based. It's vegan friendly.
So everything we're seeing here is plant-based, vegan friendly,
dairy-free. Gluten-free, so it aligns with functional medicine, because before I returned to the Indians, I was the culinary director at the Cleveland Clinic, so I had in-house training with functional medicine, and Dr. Hyman knows.
So Dr. Hyman is
unbelievable. I was listening to him.
He's best of the best.
Yeah. So we're gonna heat up a couple things for you guys today, because Buddha bowls. The whole thing with Go Buddha is just it's a philosophy of eating. It's eating happiness, because food could, I believe in the power of food, and so a couple things we have here is some of the hearty bowls this winter, because usually the template is grains, greens, and beans, and just you could see with our selection of salads over here. We got the strawberry chop on display for you. Very interesting selection of greens. It's baby chard, it's kale, and it's radicchio mixed in there right there. So they saute up really well as well. So you'll notice on the bottom, you can see it's it'll tell you either eat hot or eat cold.
Oh, great. So you really take all the guesswork out of this for us. You make it and then you tell us exactly what we need to do with it.
We've got the macros listed there for you too if you're counting your calories, but these are some very good calories for you to have. You're maximizing nutrition. So we've got zucchini noodles. This is a cauliflower and walnut. Walnuts are great for anti-inflammatory. This is a bolognese right here, so it's plant-based. We're going to drop this into pan number 1. Get that searing up. We're going to show you in a couple minutes so you can prep up a couple meals. And really, that was the kind of the goal with this program is not that you can't do this at home, and I can teach you how to do all this, right? But it's going to give you back a few hours of your life every single week.
So what's the longest amount of time maybe one of your meals would take to cook if we get it from you? 2
to 3 minutes in the saute pan.
Now that's time I can deal with.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the ability to cook like Mr. Moss, my co-host here.
Yeah.
So for me, I just want simple and easy, and this is perfect.
Yeah.
I tried to get him. I tried to hire him, but he wouldn't.
No? Well, he can join my staff. We're growing pretty rapidly right now. So the first thing we got right here is that sauteed zucchini, and we've got that cauliflower bolognese right there.
So good.
It's got tomato paste, a little bit of smoked liquid smoke right there. We were using gluten-free soy, of course. It's got nutritional yeast, and so you can see the water from the zucchini is actually all you need. So there's nothing you have to add. You literally just drop it in to your saute pan, and you got a meal.
Super easy, my friend.
Yeah, and it's super hearty. I mean, this is one of those ones that when you eat, you get halfway through, and it doesn't look like a lot of food. I think that's the fun part about plants is the associated fiber with it, is that it really kind of fills you up. But another thing with our meals is that the bioavailability. So I've really selected these ingredients to work well with each other. So they themselves together will maximize their nutrient intake. It really kind of helps you get the most out of it. So even if you take this as a base and then add a sustainable protein on top of that, we do offer antibiotic-free and hormone-free turmeric garlic roasted chicken. So I do believe in sprinkling in some high-quality meats within your diet. But 80% of your diet should be plant-based to maximize your nutrients to make sure that you're getting everything you need. That way you're living your best self.
I'm highly impressed by what you're doing here, and I think the other thing that's really great that you briefly touched on is the fact, some people when they're trying to buy a lot of these meals that are prepped and ready to go for them and do them weekly, it can get expensive.
Yes.
And you have really tried, because you've done that on your own, looked into them, and you realize I need to do something that's a little more affordable for people.
So I've tried, a couple meal prep companies locally, and great individuals. I think we're all on the same path. And it was just my wife's challenge actually, to go plant-based for a little while, because of some health within our family, right? So we wanted to make sure, we were giving the best, food possible for our kids, and so, with a schedule at the ballpark and how difficult it is during the season, we did try some of the local meal companies, and I liked them a lot. But it was one of those ones you look at each other. We have over a decade of experience in food and just scaling food, and I believe I could do it at a more affordable price. So these are $10 meals versus the $14 or $18 meals.
And how is this going to work then? If someone wants to order, they go online.
You can go online, order before midnight on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And this is actually a cashew parmesan right here.
Can I try this?
You absolutely can.
So you go order before Wednesdays,
Yep.
and then you
can.
It's not a delivery. You go and pick it up, correct?
Both, actually.
Oh, both.
Yeah,
okay.
you can pick up on Sundays between 11 and 1, or we'll deliver it to you. Just trying to make sure we expand our reach. I mean, I want to be a part of we want to be a part of your life every single week. That's the whole point of the $10 meals. It's the floss.
I'm going to make. How am I going to do that one? Huh?
That's
I'm just going to have to break this apart.
Yeah.
Right away.
Pretty cool.
That tastes like there's meat in there, in the sauce. And there's not.
Yeah.
That is delicious. And you have right portions, so we know that not only are we eating the best food, but we're getting the right portions too.
That's a really good point. These are 17-ounce containers, and so it's over a pound of food still. But when you go to Chipotle, you get 32 ounces, and so you're getting 2.5 servings of what you actually need. So I mean,
you didn't need to tell me that right now, because I eat 2.5 servings every time I go there, and now
we think it's healthy, but you're really just crushing yourself. And the last thing I want to talk about is the dressings. We don't use any oil. I actually hydrate cashews, and again, this is the training back at the clinic. So you don't have to worry about splurging on the dressing. It's made on purpose so you can really enjoy the whole thing. So the hydrated cashews acts as the emulsifier right there. This one right here is a Dijon poppy seed vinaigrette. You can see the turmeric mixed in. We've dabbled in tofu eggs right here, right? And
you have a client in me now. I want to order from you. I think it's great. I think what you've done is awesome, and you have such experience with both the Indians and working with the clinic. I mean, this is someone we can trust in, and I love it. The food, that is delicious. That's mine.
You have it. Okay.
Thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome.
Pleasure. Is your family watching right now?
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, well, hi
They're
family.
probably just waking up, little cranky right now. Who's that, Daddy?
You were fabulous. Thank you so much.
you
You have to come back. You were amazing.
I'm ready.